Welcome everyone to part 1 of BFB, but there is no split, Remastered. Back again? How nice. Remember, Spongy and Loser do not rejoin because 4 catches them, kills them, and recovers them directly into the exit. Also, 2 never comes at all, so the show doesn't split. This is the current state of the exit as of BFB 16. This is the order of teams being up for elimination. And these are the teams, once again, as of BFB 16. We have no time to lose, so let's get started. To start out, recall that the debut was because of a Patreon bonus, so that would have happened split or not. Beep is the team that gets the debuter. This is because the only other team with 5 members just got down to 5, while Beep's been there for a while. Honestly, I don't see this debuted vote going any other way than with winner winning, just as they actually end up doing, so I'm not even gonna pretend otherwise. From here on out, I'm gonna shake things up as far as the elimination order goes, and part of that is changing the order of teams being up for elimination. So I'll have free food get up before Death Pact. Semi-related, but remember that at this stage it is still vote to eliminate. As always, contestants will disappear from the screen as they're declared safe. First to be safe is Eraser, followed by Marker. Even though Find the Markers would not yet have existed at this time, he was safe early in BFB 9, and I don't see any reason that would change. Bell is the third one safe. Then Yellowface goes next, and Fries escapes danger as well. The bottom 2 are Foldy and Puffball. It should be no surprise why these 2 are here, especially Foldy given the events of BFB 11. Which is why I believe Puffball survives. Odds are, she'd get a chance to redeem herself. In fact, I think it even could be a landslide, though maybe not as extreme of one as BFB 16. At least Foldy will get to reunite with Stapy now. The final episode before we enter the 20s. Let's see what's in store for us. Death Pact finally loses after a 14-episode win streak. Maybe the challenge was something killing related, and also Pillow was too dead to do anything. Predictably enough, the first Death Pacter to be safe is Pen, followed by Remote, Tree, Black Hole, and Pillow, since her possible death means some people may have forgotten about her. The bottom 2 are Pie and Bottle. One is usually pretty uninteresting, to the point where she was completely absent in BFB 4 and nearly got eliminated, then got first boot in Teapot. The other is pretty cheerful and is often seen as somewhat underrated, but also annoying at times. Yeah, no, I think Bottle will stay for now. It seems like Pie is absolutely cooked here today. On this 20th episode, I noticed that there are 2 teams left with ongoing win streaks that are lengthy. The losers very likely would have ongoing arcs with Clock and Eggy and Leafy and Fiery, so the better namers are gonna lose instead. The first one to be safe on this team is Tennis Ball, Blocky, Grassy, Basketball, and Golf Ball. The bottom two are TV and Robot Flower. So, which of these two mechanical minds is it gonna be? Robot Flower would most likely have an ongoing arc with Basketball, while TV didn't really have anything going on during BFB, so I think she's the one who survives. I have nothing more to say on this subject right now, kind of like how TV doesn't have much to say in general. As I said before, the losers still have 2 ongoing arcs at this time. So I'm gonna put Iance up for elimination instead. Safe are Bubble, Ruby, Lightning, and Fanny. The vote totals of these 4 would be pretty close, so it doesn't really matter the order that they're in. The bottom 2 are Flower and Snowball. These 2 are generally perceived as mean, which causes them to rack up many votes. This isn't a double elimination though, so only one can go. And my thoughts have not changed here compared to the original series. I still believe that Snowball is the one who would get out here. I've used the losers' ongoing arcs as an excuse for not putting them up for several episodes in a row now. Well, that ends right here. They'll finally lose, making them the last team to dip below 8 members. Remember, when they got the rejoin, 8 names still had 8. Safe are Pin, Leafy, Coiny, Fiery, Needle, and Clock. The bottom 2 are Eggy and Cake. Eggy is here because of her antagonist role in her arc with Clock and just generally not being liked. Cake is seen as kind of having an annoying voice and just generally being bland. However, blandness typically wins out over meanness in Vote to Eliminate. Her expression really doesn't fit here. She really shouldn't be shocked, to be completely honest. Ooh, a change of pace, cause it's time for the first rejoin. How exciting! Well, technically the second, but it's the first of this series. I'll put them on Iance this time around, though. This'll be the first rejoin where I show every eliminated contestant. Future ones will only show the top 10 vote getters. As per usual, we go from least to most voted, starting with Eggy, then TV, David, Foldy, Robotty, Fiery Jr., Pie, Spongy, Dora, 8-Ball, Snowball, Match, Steepy, and Lai. Bray's Lady doesn't get back either, but I should mention that if, after BFB 16, episodes come out monthly, we would be in about October of 2020 by this point, which I think would be past the peak of the Brace Lady Inquisition. If this rejoin wasn't like BFB 20 though, she probably wins. This leaves us with Pencil and Loser as our top two. Loser really only got eliminated because people wanted to see what would happen if that happened. Meanwhile, Pencil got out way back in the first episode, so she would get many votes, especially given which team is getting a rejoiner, that being her original team. I think Pencil wins by a narrow margin, probably only a few hundred out of probably around 60k total votes, given that's how many the debut got. For the final episode that I'm gonna cover in part 1 of this remaster, I still think 8 names will lose the episode. Safe are Teardrop, Taco, Saw, Ice Cube, despite starting to rack up more votes because of irrelevance, will be safe for now as well. And lastly, Gatey. The final bottom 2 of part 1 are Book and Lollipop. Book is here because of her quarrel with Taco, while Lollipop is seen as pretty snooty and that could hurt her. By this point though, I think Lollipop will have built up enough of a fan base that they could vote Book to easily keep Lolly safe. This means that Book's story has come to a close. Unless she rejoins, which could happen? Stay tuned for future parts to find out. Thanks for watching! Part 2 releases next Saturday, so make sure to subscribe with notifications on.